In today's Whiteboard Leadership moment, I want to talk to you about coaching and the importance of coaching in the life of the local church and local leaders. There are many different views of coaching, many different ways to coach. I'm going to give you a few of the tips that have helped me over the years to coach hundreds of pastors and leaders around the country. The first is that it's more important to give them tools than give them rules. Your goal as a coach is not to think for them, but to help them to think. Give them the tools that they need, not the rules that they need to follow. The second is that to give them principles, not programs. A lot of times we go to coaching and we get lots of programs. You can do this kind of building campaign, or do this to grow your church, or do this, and unfortunately it's all about the program that worked in another state in another way, and it's not really about the local church and what's happening there. Principles that you give them in coaching should be able to be reproduced in other scenarios in the church. It shouldn't just work for this one situation. Give them principles of leadership, principles of organizational structure and organizational strategy that helps them to think through not just this present scenario, but many other scenarios. The third idea is this, to customize over giving cookie cutter. The fact is that there's a difference between coaching and mentoring. Mentoring is really about me teaching the best of me to you and helping you become like me. But coaching is understanding that you're different than me, and I'm not trying to make you like me. I'm trying to bring the best of you out of you. In their scenario, in their gifts and abilities, in their lives, they're very different than you and me. And so it's so important to make sure that you're customizing it based on their scenario, based on their church, based on their gifts, on their skills, and make sure you're bringing the best of them out of them and not just giving them you. And then finally, tides over waves. A lot of times when it comes to coaching, we'll change topic from month to month or from meeting to meeting. And so you'll focus a little bit on this month because it seems like it's the crisis at hand. And then the next month you'll focus on this because it's the crisis at hand. That's reactionary coaching. What you're trying to do is build them deep, not just create waves of movement, but create tides of change in the life of the church. A lot of times in coaching, we won't focus on one thing for a long period of time, and yet it's exactly what they need. Choose one thing and go after it month after month after month until they actually become very good at it, and then move on to something else. It's about tides, raising the tide of leadership, and not just about waves of reactionary involvement in things that seem to be important. It's not what's urgent that matters, it's what's important that matters in the life of the leader that you're coaching. This has been a Converge Whiteboard Leadership Moment. To learn more about Converge or to join us, check out converge.org.